Are you feeling tired when you wake up and like whole night you have been working hard, so you feel exhausted when you wake up? So today I'm going to tell you 6 very important facts about sleep. So listen to all of them and how they influence the health on our body. So first let's see what is sleep. So we spend 1/3 of our life sleeping. So this means sleep is very important. All functions of our body are improved when we sleep. Our ancestors slept 7 to 9 hours during the night, and they went to sleep a few hours after darkness, and they wake up usually just before sunrise. And that's because of the heat changes and not because of the sunlight. Today we sleep 1 or 1.5 hours less than our ancestors. So the first very important fact about sleep is our sleep, when we have less sleep, our operational mind is decreased. So if we have only like 90 minutes less sleep during the night, our operational mind is decreased by 35%. So it happened to you that you walk into the room and you forget why you are in the room. So your mind is not functioning like it should. And so this is because we have a lack of sleep. So it slows down your reaction time. So imagine if you're driving a car. So your reaction is reduced by 35%, which is very dangerous. So when sleep is abundant, so if we have enough sleep, our mind flourishes. Number 2, our cancer cells multiply faster if we don't have enough sleep. So it's proven, the study shows that the people who work in shifts, shift workers, they have more higher risk of developing cancer, especially the woman, because of the hormonal imbalance, and they have more breast cancer. I have one colleague, because I work in shifts, my colleague, she died this year from breast cancer. And I have many other colleagues who already have cancer. So the cause of this is melatonin suppression. And because when we don't have enough sleep, we are suppressing melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. So we have less melatonin, which is protective to us and our body. Number 3 is our appetite increase. So if we don't sleep when we should go to bed to sleep, like we are delaying the time, like we are busy to do something, this or that, and we have to finish so many things, our ghrelin, our hormone for hunger, it's called ghrelin, it's increased by 20%. And the satiety hormone, which is leptin, who keep us feeling full, it's decreased by 15%. So that time the cortisol increases, and we want to reduce the cortisol, so we need serotonin, the happiness hormone, to lower the cortisol, and we want instant sugar, and we crave just simple sugars, which are making us obese. So we eat more, and we eat unhealthy food like simple sugars, carbs, chips, and chocolate, and we become more obese. So lack of sleep influence our weight. On the other hand, if we sleep enough, during the REM phase, which is rapid eye movement when we dream, at that time our brain uses sugar, glucose, and burns energy. So that means if you have enough sleep, you lose weight. So, and also if you exercise during the day, during night, the muscle repairs and they use energy, they use glucose. So if you have enough sleep, you will actually reduce your weight. Number 4 is your metabolism slows down. So if we are delaying sleep, like if we are busy, the body thinks, okay, so we need to store this energy. Maybe we'll need it for later on, because who knows when this person will go to sleep, to rest. So that means it's keeping all resources, all the fat in the body, and it slows down in the burning of this fat. So if the metabolism slows down, and the result is gaining more weight. Number 5 is we get more energy from sleep than we get from coffee or energy drinks. So if we have good quality of sleep, our body restores and many functions in the body, and we have strong immune system, and our hormones are balanced, and we have a good appetite, and we'll have more energy. And number 6 is if we suffer from insomnia, we have more higher risk of developing depression. In studies, it shows that we have 10 times more higher risk of developing depression if we suffer from insomnia, if we can't sleep enough. And among adolescents who reported being unhappy, 73% of them were not sleeping enough. There was a study, in Wyoming, in one state in USA, they changed the timing of starting of the school from 7:45 to 8:50 in the morning a.m. and all the teenagers they were going later to school. So it showed the next year it showed that their grades improved, which showed the number one factor, that our operational mind is functioning better, and number two, their behavior improved, so they didn't have any behavior issues anymore. Much, and also the driving accidents, because it is the second cause of death amongst teenagers in that state, the car accidents. So the traffic accidents had reduced to 75%. Imagine, just from getting 1 hour extra sleep in the morning. So the sleep actually consists of 3 phases. So the first phase is light phase, when you trying to fall asleep and you start falling asleep and you are still experiencing and hearing the noise, and you can easily be waken up by some strong noise. The second is deep sleep, which is when you don't hear anything and you don't feel, and you're not dreaming, you're just deep asleep. So then your body is regenerating all the functions in your organs. And last is REM, rapid eye movement, which is during the time when you dream. So at that time all your functions or your nerves are blocked, so you can't move. At that time your mind is functioning too much and you're dreaming, and actually our body blocks the nerve system of the hand, of the legs, hands, arms. You cannot move. It is because if you dream and you can move, that means if you dream that you're running, you will stand up and you will run. So that's why your body is blocking all the functions and just your mind is working, and that time you burn too much energy during that sleep, same like when you're awake, when your body is functioning normally. Okay, so what we can do to improve the sleep? Let's say we have to reduce coffee. Actually, caffeine in the coffee stays, half of the caffeine stays for the following 6 hours after you drink the coffee, and quarter stays for 12 hours. Imagine. So if you go to sleep at 12 o'clock, you should drink your last coffee at 12 p.m. if you go to bed to 12 a.m. in order to not to have any caffeine which will influence the quality of the sleep. So how much sleep we need? We need like from 7 to 9 hours of sleep, which is different for everybody. And if you wake up and you feel that you had enough sleep, you have energy, and that means that's enough for you. And what about napping? So during the day, we accumulate this chemical which is called adenosine, and which is a sleeping chemical. So we accumulate more and more and more during the day until when it becomes night, we have too much accumulated sleep chemical, which will easily put us asleep. But if we nap in the afternoon, that means when we nap, this chemical is released. And that's why maybe later on during the night when you go to bed, you cannot sleep, because you have not enough adenosine to makes you fall asleep. But if you don't have issue in falling asleep in the night, then it's okay, you can nap if you feel you need it and you feel better with that. And the napping it should be either 20 minutes nap or 90 minutes of full sleep. Also, about the exercise, we should stop exercise 4 hours before we go to sleep. So our body can normalize and easily fall asleep later on. There is also one more issue. Some people, they went to bed and they sleep and they wake up in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 o'clock, and they cannot sleep. So these people, actually what happens is their cortisol rises because they don't have enough sugar to burn. They need glucose. So it's they should let's say eat before going to bed, so they have enough fuel for this last phase, for the REM phase, to continue sleeping. So the body cannot wake up, the cortisol will not rise, and they will not experience this rush, the sugar crash actually, because their glucose is reduced and the cortisol then rises. So they will not experience this. So try to eat before bed, so maybe you will feel and you will sleep better. One more thing. So if we go to bed and we can't sleep for, let's say, 20-25 minutes, so don't continue laying down in bed. Just wake up and do something, read a book. Don't go on your phone or on your computer, because the blue light will interfere with your melatonin. It will decrease the melatonin, the sleeping hormone. So we don't want that. So we just something for calming. So dim the lights and read some calming book, some interesting, and maybe it will help you to fall asleep. This goes same if you there are some people who are laying in bed and watching TV. So and it's difficult to fall asleep if you associate bed with watching TV. So bed should be only for sleeping. So if you are not sleeping and laying down in bed, better wake up, do something, get tired, and then go to sleep. So more than 20-25 minutes laying in bed and not falling asleep, then you should wake up. This should stand up and do something else. When you feel tired, then go to bed. So we associate bed only for sleeping. So important fact is to be consistent. So try to go to bed every night in the same time and wake up in the same time every morning, which is difficult for the shift workers, but for the rest of the people should be okay. And if you are waking up without the alarm, that means you had enough sleep and you feel refreshed. And also meditation helps if you have difficulties in falling asleep, and some short meditation can help you fall asleep. And also in the morning, you can do same meditation to help yourself, help your body, and help your health. And then you will feel much better and you will have more energy in helping and serving others. So just to recap, which are the 6 most important facts about sleep. So number 1 is your operational mind works better. So if you have less sleep, you start forgetting things, and it's decreased by 35% the next day. Number 2 is cancer cells multiply rapidly if we don't have enough sleep. Number 3 is appetite is increased if we don't have enough sleep. Number 4, our metabolism slows down and we become more obese, store more fat. And number 5, our energy levels are increased if we have enough sleep. So if we don't have enough sleep, we have lower energy when we wake up in the morning. And number 6 is if we have insomnia, we become more depressed. So less sleep, it results depression. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, please write below, and like my page, and I will keep you posted for more info. Bye.